Welcome back, my rogues. Today's question is Redditors who hate where they live. What's keeping you there? Hope you enjoy, and check me out on Instagram. We used to live on a remote farm. Our kids grew into teenagers and we realized they had no prospects for social activities or jobs or pretty much anything, especially since I became too ill for the longer drives. So we moved to civilization. Hubby and I hate it, and the house turned out to be a huge rip-off. The inspector lied through his teeth about the conditions of it. So it's cost us tens of thousands of dollars more than we expected, and new issues keep popping up. But our kids have jobs and friends and extracurriculars. So we stay. We have plans to ditch this house and move the moment that the last kid moves out. The virus. Family. Money. University. Gotta finish my degree, earn some cash and be gone from here. Hell, I can't wait. It costs money to move. Currently live in Seattle. Fear of not being able to make new friends as easily in a completely new PLCE. I'm in Italy, and there are no prospects for growth here. I should return in UK, but damn. The worst weather I've ever seen. And I feel so tuned out. I share nothing with British culture, and where I live it's full of people of other nations and religious beliefs with which, again, I share nothing. So I feel alone, but mostly unwelcomed, and like a fish out of water. I want to visit Australia. But with the shit that's going down now, and having spent basically all the money due to family issues, and having no job, yeah, good luck with that. Simple work, more detail. I'm a wimp who likes stability, and I want my family close. Oh, this new thing called poverty. It's all the rage here. I hate everywhere, so it doesn't matter where I go. Paid off house and family. Lack of a job. I had a job offer that would allow me to move to my favorite town, but it got rescinded due to the pandemic because the company had to make cuts. So now I'm unemployed and stuck in my parents' house. To renounce my citizenship, I would have to give the American government thousands of dollars. Land of the free, my ass. I'm poor and can't afford to move. I hate living in Illinois. Taxes are terrible, one of the highest in the country. There are several things keeping me here at the moment. Schools are great in the area too, which makes me not want to move. I work in the city and it pays fairly well. I would need to work where my company has an office. My family is here, but eventually I believe everyone is going to relocate to the greater Nashville area. I do like being able to go to Wisconsin or Michigan in a couple hours. We have a family lake house, nothing fancy but a nice getaway here, and if we decide to move it will have to be sold, and they have been going there 3 generations. Surprisingly, I do know a lot of people with plans to relocate out of state in the next 10 years. The hardest part is moving away from where you grew in and know so well. I live in a third world country. To live somewhere else you need either a lot of money or a lot of talent. And I have neither. I wouldn't say I hate Tennessee, but it's full of people who are religious zealots and right-wingers. It is also incredibly cheap to live here. My mortgage is cheaper than rent in almost all of the country. Prison guards. Money and the desire to move abroad, but you gotta have a visa to where I wanna move, so we're back at the money part. COVID-19. Corona. Age and money. I'm under 18 and I'm broke. The government. Thankfully, my service commitment expires in less than 2 years. I'm already dreaming about that beautiful DD-214. It's one of the cheapest big cities in America. My family is here, and the weather is dry and hot, but I find that I hate humidity and bugs more than I hate the heat. Work and family. A timestamp is keeping me at one point in time for all of eternity currently, but I will get out. I live in a shitty Eastern European country. What's keeping me here is my family and the lack of necessary education to move abroad and have a good job. I'm studying to have the degree though, so as soon as I get it I will make the move and go to a better country. Family. My son idolizes his grandparents, and I want him to be able to spend time with him frequently. Also, we can't move too far away from my wife's ex-husband until my stepdaughter is 18. Even if it wasn't in the divorce agreement, we could never take her away from her dad. My age. I'd love to move out of the country, but I'm far too young. I've lived here for about 2 years. Noisy neighbors. I'm not allowed to decorate and can't even get a rug or anything. Only have the space for a single bed in the tiny little room, and the windows don't even open. I hate prison. Bambinos. Money, specifically the fact that I don't have any. Ugh, a job and then we bought a damn house. We'll be upside down on the house pretty soon, which isn't a big deal as when bought conservatively. But fuck, I hate Idaho, where the average citizen is about as considerate as a potato and the politics are so conservative that the 1300s keep calling. My age and no money at all. Lack of money. Money. We live at our grandparents' house because my father never thought of buying one. Will probably never will. Have started working. Will be able to move out soon, hopefully. I love my husband more than I love my country. I am slowly winning him over to my point of view, though. Work. How do people get jobs somewhere new and move? Do they move first then get a job? Per contract. I hate my grandma, but my parents is what keeps me here. Background is that I am Indian. Born in the US, I keep seeing all my American friends move out and start their own lives with their significant others, and for the most part it seems like the less they deal with family, the more happy they are. However, in my culture it's a thing to keep your parents with you, which I don't mind. The thing I hate is that it's a generational thing, so my dad's mum is living with us for 1.5 years. And then she goes to India for like 6 months and she's back. She's been doing this for the past 10 years. I can't stand her. She's talked so much shit on my dad in the past with her daughter recorded phone calls, and I always feel like a guest in my own house when she's here. She's such a gotcha type of person that she asks you questions that she knows the answer to just to make sure you're not lying. Nothing in my house is ever private because she tells her daughter, my dad's sister, everything. Everything, fucking financial detail. My mum isn't a fan of hers and neither am I, but my fucking dad doesn't listen, nor does he have the balls to tell her she should just stay with his brother in India. Like literally all day all she does is watch TV while the rest of us are at work. If she has a stroke or heart attack, literally no one will know till my mom comes home at 3. Anytime I talk to my dad about it, he keeps bringing up the BS that, would you kick your mother out if your son hated her? Once again, love my parents but hate any extended family. I guess in a year when I land a better paying job and perhaps a so that he'll have the talk with my dad again. I feel like with my grandma's BS, my mum and my SO together in the same house, it's a recipe for disaster. I'm not old enough and I have to have a proper reason to move where I want to. My parents. Stuck in a job and city I hate. Either find a new job in my field, which is next to impossible right now cause of corona, or quit and not receive employment insurance. Dependence on my parents and I don't have anywhere to go. The legal age to move out. I don't want to leave my brother with my parents. Atheist in Utah, don't have enough money to leave this hellhole.
Hope you liked this video. Stay frosty, my rebels.